this.
You
Said
moved
watching
to New
this.
York City in the past 10 years, like you're not from here. Those are his two biggest voting spots. And the way he's getting those votes is he's selling a scam of a dream. He's saying he's going to make New York City more affordable for the very people that are from here or immigrants or those struggling. And he's going to do that by making buses fast and free and freezing the rent, which will not do for making housing more affordable or inclusive or anything of the sort.
If you thought people like Jasmine Crockett and AOC and Bernie Sanders were total loonies, then you are not ready for the next wave, which is the true extremists that come after them. See, AOC, Bernie, and Jasmine Crockett are just talking heads. They just do this. They do this and they vote occasionally on some crazy stuff that they shouldn't be voting for. The next wave, the Zoran Mamdanis, there's a girl running in District 9 in Illinois. There's a new wave of true radical extremists that will push America one step closer to honestly falling to socialism for a brief window and then falling to communism. The same anger and energy and what people would call passion that they show when they're talking about how they want grocery stores to be government funded, and when they talk about giving you a free, basket of things for your babies, which is, the free basket of things for your baby, hey, that could be a great thing depending on how you make that happen. But when they talk about that and you see them yelling and fighting and all of that, imagine that same anger, but now it's pushed at you. Because you, the person who even voted them in, now you're saying, hey, I don't like this new wave of rules that you implemented. I feel like it's getting restrictive. I know you said you wanted to do this, this, and this, but now this feels like it's different.
Excuse me, sir, I have a question. So I saw on the bus it said, and I see the sign that says fares required. I thought the buses were supposed to be free now, because MAMDANI just won.
That's good. That's a good one.
When does that start?
That's never gonna start.
Never gonna happen? I want to say I appreciate what you do, my God. All right.
So, New York City made history. They elected Zoran Mamdani, the historic first this or that mayor, a self-proclaimed socialist who promised the world free buses, free housing, you name it. It's the same playbook. We've seen it before. Promise everything.
Y'all, this is Pickbook Lessons. I love her. Y'all gotta go watch this. I'm just gonna show y'all this part. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think.
No, he can't raise them without the governor. And she's been crystal clear. She will not raise taxes. He already knew the math didn't work. So he intentionally promised things he knew he couldn't deliver, all to get votes. So hey, he won the election, and you have to give the people who they elected. I really don't see the use in people being upset about it. That's who people voted for. But honestly, I think it's a great experiment. And in the near future, we'll all have a front row seat to see what happens.
Definitely gonna have a front row seat.
Fantasy meets fiscal reality. And listen, the people who really believe them, more than likely they'll be disappointed after 4 years, because Democrat Governor Kathy Hochul is already signaling that Mamdani's free bus dream was never realistic.
And one of his many campaign promises, free and fast buses, but Governor Hochul says she's not ready to move forward with the plan. Hattie Guajardo takes a look at the challenges Mamdani faces.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul is casting doubt on Mayor-elect Zoran Mamdani's campaign promise to make buses fast and free. The governor speaking to New York One while in Puerto Rico over the weekend.
I cannot set forth a plan right now that takes money out of a system that relies on the fares of the buses and the subways. But can we find a path to make it more affordable for people who need help? Of course we can.
Mamdani stayed on track Monday and touted his vision for the city.
The success of our administration will not only be measured in the questions of the hallmark 3 points of our agenda, but also in the questions of whether public goods are functioning effectively across the city.
A promise many New York riders welcome.
So, needless to say, y'all see that. And, I think, it's really good that, the people that voted for him, he got in. I'm in D.C., so, it was a lot of news here about Zoran running for mayor in New York. And I've gotten to visit New York. If you've never been to New York is very fucking big, okay? But one thing I admire about being from the South, we don't have like underground trains and all this stuff like that really in Texas, Mississippi, Tennessee. But up here, they have a float of the bus lines, the trains. It is just spectacular. A lot of people you will meet up north, they don't even drive. You know what I'm saying? I've met people up here. I've met people in the South. They moved to the South, and the first thing they tell me is that I don't know how to drive. you know. And it's like it's not nothing bad. It's just that their transportation works in rotation so well for them. It's no need for them to have a car because traffic really to them is bad. So needless to say, we seeing this right here, and I hope. But when you think about it, when people go and vote, I really would like them to do research before you go and vote. People can always sell a dream, and I ain't trying to say nothing bad about Zoran, because Zoran, he okay. It's just that it just how you got something, you put your finger on something, you can't put your finger on something. I can't put my finger on it. I can't put my finger on it. If I know if I could, it might stink a little bit, might smell like a little crack. I don't know, but it seemed like he okay. It's just that he smiles. I don't know the way he smiles to me. Sometimes I don't know. I can't say that because they try to say, well, they said stay there, come on here. It's this is no comparison. It's just something about. And then just that I want the man to win. I was hoping that because they because this was New York on it. And then he what was it he did? He won. He went up on stage or whatever. He did the thing or whatever. He started saying, ran by built by immigrants. Hold on. Pause. Pause, player. America itself. Now, this is just simple fact. America itself got 400 years of free labor off of black slaves. Yes, y'all came in, but y'all came in towards the end, then the 60 later on. So I'm glad we got it looked like it looked, but I just feel like he really discounted black Americans at that moment. Because we ain't immigrants. We've been here. Okay. So I think he just discounted that part. I didn't like that. But it's not that I can't, you can't make everything, take everything and just run with it, So it might not be that. But you can't. I don't think you can better get free buses. DC ain't got free buses. I don't know. Let me see Maryland, because this is DMV. So Maryland, no, you got to pay for those. Let me see. Anyway, DC, let me see. You got to pay for those. Because see here, I got to charge for fare evasion because you don't pay for the trains in DC. You can get a fare evasion, so you got to make sure you pay your fees up here in DC. But so I know for New York is way bigger than DC. So I know y'all gotta pay. I don't know what y'all bus costs, but like, see, for me, one ride, it's like $13, $14 a day to ride the train before I gotta go back and forth to work. But the bus is $275, so you count in, I think $250, whatever. So you count in the bus plus that, probably about $15, $16, I don't know, something like that. But New York, I'm not sure if y'all are high, y'all low, y'all comment, whatever. But I hope that we all understand that the governor, she's saying like, nah, he like, y'all, I ain't doing it. She said, I wish we could make it a little cheaper. But a lot of stuff like, freeze and rent and stuff like that, they already saying, the news already saying like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing it. So I just hope that, people don't come and sell us a dream and then we go and vote like we always do without doing any research. I mean, Donald Trump told y'all who he was. Most of y'all still voted for his ass. But at the same time, I hate it because, people these days, they getting tired of being sold fake ass dreams, man. They getting tired of being sold this shit. People just want to be told the truth, you know what I'm saying, lead the right way. You know what I'm saying? And have something to, strive for. And MAMDANI Lie seemed like he might be that thing. I mean, from day one, I don't know. From seeing it from a distance, I don't know. I ain't a New Yorker, so I can't talk shit. I don't know. It is that, I don't know. I don't know. That's all I know is I don't know. I don't know. But I hope that the best happens. And that he does what he got to do for his people. Because, people deserve to be told the truth. But we all know somebody most of them come with a lie. Yeah. You did is lie. You want some that. Anyway. Not for real though. But yeah, y'all. New York, listen. If y'all get free buses, I can't wait to see that. That's one thing when he started saying that, I was like, free transportation? Where? Because how you gonna pay your bus drivers? I mean, don't get me wrong. You can say you at this, but I'm like, where the money gonna be extra gonna come from? Because what's going on? How they gonna get paid? You got some good I love my train drivers, and I be me and the people at the metro. Some people, I ain't gonna say all of them because I got things going on, but some of them be good ass people that need and they deserve a raise. Baby, I promise you, they deserve a raise. Real talk, real talk. For some of the shit they did with, they deserve a raise. Y'all don't even understand. People don't even understand. Bus drivers, school bus drivers need a raise. Now let me, so I'm just saying it's the whole bus thing with me, But anyway, some people don't understand this conversation because some people are just out. They either live in the rural area where they don't have transportation like that. But if you live in an area where it's transportation on major cities, you understand that buses are important to get us around when we don't have transportation. I've always had a car. This last year and a half I've been up here in DC, I've needed to depend on transportation for real, for real. And thankfully, being up here, they're so different with transportation. I haven't had a bad need to have a car. I'm trying to get one now. Trying to try to, but it's only because it's getting cold. But no, I don't know. I don't know. What y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. All right, peace.